So, Sierra Leone.
11 years of civil war killed at least 50,000 people and forced 500,000 from their homes.
Diamonds, right?
Rebel fighters enslaved locals to dig for so-called blood diamonds.
Natural disasters.
We've just been to the site where the mudslide happened on Monday.
The number of the missing is still unknown.
A crowd of people had gathered near a fuel tanker that had been involved in a collision. A bus full of people nearby was completely burned.
Health crisis.
Go to the deadly Ebola outbreak.
The world is losing the fight against Ebola.
Rape and gender-based violence.
5-year-old Khadija Soko was raped and killed in Sierra Leone in June.
On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I therefore declare rape and sexual violence as national emergency.
What if I told you there is a different Sierra Leone than what the media has led us to believe? This is Sierra Leone.
Good morning, it is day 14 and it's about 6 a.m. in the morning and we are about to head out again this morning, walking about 20 to 25 miles. Last night after we arrived to the village, spoke to the chief, we got all settled in and ready for bed. And before I was going to bed, I spoke to my manatees and I asked them how they were feeling so far on the trip, and their biggest complaint is that they did not feel like they were being brought out enough and able to experience as much as they wanted to. So today I am bringing along one of the manatees and will continue doing so for the next couple days and introducing them to you, who they are and why they're part of the team. And today we have Manny the manatee, who is the OG manatee. He has been with me all across the world, and as it gets more light out this morning, I'll explain a little more background on Manny, give him a chance to speak to you and let him tell you a little bit about himself and why he's here on this journey with me. But that's about all for this morning, and I will check back in once we get back on the road. Well, we've reached the end of the road, so we either take off our shoes or we wait for our team. I think we should probably just wait since they're only a little bit behind. But yeah, this is a pretty big river that's cutting through the road.
Morning. We are right here. We left this morning a little bit late, but in good spirit again. Had a challenging day yesterday. So far it's very good, and we think that we're gonna make it to our destination this evening. Thank you.
So we're at another hill that's full of rocks and the truck is on its way up. Let's see how it does. Oh, that sounded really bad. Yeah, not good. We're hoping that it didn't hit the radiator because the radiator is exposed. But yeah, that sounded really bad. It's unbelievable what this truck has been through and what this truck can continue to do, but who would have known? So as we are fixing up the truck behind us, I thought this would be a perfect time to introduce everybody to Manny. He is my friend and my brother for about the last 13 years, but I'll let him go ahead and explain a little bit about himself to all of you. Go ahead. Okay, obviously he's a bit camera shy, which is usually why I do all the talking on camera. But as I said, I met Manny 13 years ago on a trip to Florida in the United States. And since that time, Manny and I have become best friends. We have traveled all over together. This is our third time being in Sierra Leone together. And earlier this summer, we took a trip to Iceland together. And during our time living in the US, we have traveled to Florida, Colorado, Arkansas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, and probably a handful of other places that I can't even remember. But ultimately, he is my best friend. He is the inspiration and mastermind behind all of my projects, both Manatee Media and Manatee Music. Sometimes I think I'm just the front man who does all the work up front, while he works behind the scenes and creates all the awesome ideas and experiences that we've been able to share together. But I hope that gives you guys a little bit of an insight into who Manny is, what he does, and how him and I became such good friends.
This one here, the crystal on the carrier. Go behind. If they go behind, you can't put that one so fast. That one, that is going to down. If they link, you know they
Unbelievable. Oh no!
This will be said today. They're not playing up here.
Hindelove looks very concerned, and I myself am very concerned. So one of the villages that we crossed through, the people became very interested in why we were walking through, and now we're all gathering at the court ferry to talk about what we're doing.
We don't come on Liberian border. Salon with Liberian border. Small guys picking all the NEPA experience sexual violence. So that we go
We don't survive you na night, you don't make you don't survive na night. Locally, you don't have. Now the first point is, but up with the Monday. When I told the woman don't sleep, locally, not get nothing for put on a pot. Then I used to go for her. We don't forgive today. We don't take her today. If we take her today, the country not go better, the town not go better. You are both. Now the water When she needs a break, I say, I can't join the line. Because of our own, she's in according. So we are not take out break the mommy, let them please, let them forgive.
Now when they make big farm, they press nothing. Then 5 pussy, then 6 pussy, we 1 3 1 percent the oak. But then when the rest they come up, only when pray. Man they now, woman they now, this will last week. So your man they don't just that they don't give that secret. That they decide to go now. I would really like it. When I don't get the answer to the problem.
So that was a bit of an impromptu community gathering, but it went super well. It was awesome to meet all of the women, and they were extremely grateful for the walk we were doing, as well as a lot of the men were also very grateful and acknowledging of the wrongs that they have committed towards the women in this community, as well as across all of Sierra Leone. So it was kind of cool that we only planned to pass through here, but we had the opportunity to stop and speak with them and tell them a little bit more about what it is that we are doing. But now we are back on the road. We have about 5 to 10 miles left, so we're just gonna keep pushing along. Just bought 6 oranges for 20 cents. That's pretty dang good. And these are the best oranges I have ever had. Not a bad price. Good afternoon. We spent a couple hours in this village after we ate lunch, resting and getting our energy back, but now we are heading another 12 miles just up ahead to another village, which will total 24 miles on the day. The team is over there getting ready, so I'll check back in when we get back on the road. I also just want to say for the record that it's incredible that I can bring Manny and my other friends, who you will soon meet, to Sierra Leone and ultimately trust them with, you know, people that I've just met. My friend up here who was carrying Manny for most of the day, you know, I just met her 14 days ago, not even, I'd say 7 days ago. And even though, I'm going to use the S word, even though Manny is stuffed, he doesn't like that word, it's cool that they understand how much I care and love for Manny and will just, you know, take care of him and hold him and make sure he's always brought along the way. So yeah, I don't know, just grateful that people are supportive of my friend. Hey, Mr. Goat, stay. Bro, get your ass back in the woods. Bro, go! What are you doing? Get your ass moving. Get your ass moving. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go! Thank you. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that we're walking 520 miles or the fact that we're finding a way to get this truck literally around the entire country of Sierra Leone. Because this is ridiculous. Oh shit! We were so close! Holy shit! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, unbelievable! Oh my god! So we are back on the road. The team is behind us figuring out whatever needs to be fixed with the car. The one problem is that the brake fluid is completely dry, which is not good because, you know, we kind of need our brakes. So hopefully we'll be able to figure it out, and hopefully we can get through the next like 6 to 8 miles without something happening again. But I don't know, these roads continue to be crazy, and we just got to get to Kabbalah, I think, is the main thing. And once we get there, I think the truck can survive, but it's just figuring out whether or not we can get to Kabbalah with the truck or not. So we're going to continue pushing on. So we have reached what is considered a 6-mile hill, which is a very long ways, and the road has already began to look awful. You can kind of see it's all rocks, and then it goes all the way straight uphill. So I don't know, if the truck makes it through this, I will truly, truly be amazed. I don't really have words at this point. Oh my goodness. Very crazy place.
Very crazy place. Money, this is the dark out. Hey.
So we just received word that the clutch on the truck just went out, which is understandable. We have really put it through everything today and yesterday and even the day before. So we're gonna go walk back, check it out, see if it's done for. I don't know much about cars, but I assume if the clutch is out, that's probably a huge issue, especially since we're literally in the middle of nowhere, deep in, you know, the villages of Sierra Leone. So once I get to the car, I'll check in and let you guys know what we are thinking. So just talked to Hindalo, and it does sound like the clutch can be repaired. The only issue is that they will have to go underneath the car, take the clutch out, bring it all the way to Worodu, which is 30 plus miles away from where we currently are, fix it, and then bring it all the way back and put it back in. So Hindalo's thinking that we're looking at possibly 2 days of repair time, which is for sure going to set us back on trying to finish the walk on the date that we were hoping to. But again, it's not the end of the world. It is something that can be fixed. It's just another minor setback along the way. So we have spent about the last hour here in the middle of nowhere, literally in the jungle, getting all the stuff out of the back of the truck, onto the back of motorbikes, and up the hill. The village that we'll be staying for the next 2 days has a total of 5 houses, so it is very small, and I'm sure they were not expecting a group of 15 people just coming into their village for the next 2 days, but it is what it is, and we're gonna have a great time with them. But right now the team is at the top of the hill struggling to get the speaker all the way up. It fell off once, and it's just been a very interesting night full of lots of laughter, and I'm just grateful that this team, no matter what is thrown our way, we always find humor and have a good time out of it. The mechanic has arrived on the scene, and now he is under the car. So we have reached the village that we are sleeping in tonight. There was a mechanic who came on scene this evening, and he said that he would show up in the morning with another mechanic and fix the clutch, and hopefully we will be good to go by the afternoon tomorrow. The village we're in, again, is very small. There's about 5 houses, and it's dark, so I can't get a really good look at what it really looks like, but in the morning I will show you guys around. But for tonight, I'm going to set up the tent and just get some good sleep and prepare for tomorrow.